ladies and gentlemen, it's a warm Monday and you guys are ready for business. Yes, we are also ready for business and we are also ready to go out and sell. And every day, it's a chance and it's a day for sales. And the good thing about sales is sales for everyone and everyone has to be in sales. And today I just want to talk about something I actually experienced. I was actually wondering, what am I going to share with you guys in terms of sales today? So I just want to share with you a story. This is actually a true story which happened. Most of the people, they come to me and say customers are complaining about their prices. When you're charging more prices, they're charging more, customers don't buy. But the question now is, why does someone actually opt to go after a Toyota, but while someone can actually go and buy a Lamborghini? So the question now is the perceived value of your product. When you're selling something, I'll share with you a story which actually happened. This is a true story. I was in Zambia. I had gone to my other branch in Zambia. So whilst I was in Zambia, I passed through a mall called Mandayu. So Mandayu, it's a mall, very big mall. It's not like in Zim. It's not like Kwame Mall or Centurion Mall. It's a very big mall with a lot of shops. So when I was there, I noticed that there was a barber shop. So this barber shop had it was a unique barber shop. I just noticed a sign that this was a barber shop. When I got into the barber shop, I was simply surprised because all the guys were in there, ladies and men were wearing suits. Whilst I was still surprised, a lady actually said, welcome to a barber shop. What can I actually do for you? And when she welcomed me, it seemed as if she had seen me somewhere. If I was probably in Zimbabwe, I was going to probably think that this person has seen me somewhere. But I was in Zambia, and probably it was my first time actually in that barber shop. So they gave me a chair. You know that chair? That swivel chair. That chair which they were actually using even when there was no need for me turning my head. That chair was also being used to turn my head and to give me a haircut. So as I had sat on the chair, I was actually given a cover, which also it was transparent in the middle so I could see my phone. And this chair was so comfortable. The chair was so comfortable. And there were actually many people who were getting haircuts in that barber shop. And the barber was also dressed in a suit, well dressed. He was actually wearing nice, smelling nice. So he started giving me a haircut, speaking to me, and there was that soft music, and he was speaking to me, and he also even realized that I was from Zim, and he started speaking of probably one or two Shona words. And after that, after when I was done, he didn't actually say, do you want to wash your head or not? Like what most of the barbers do here in Zim. So he just said, my brother, come here. We want to wash your head. So he went with me. There was now this big chair, the one which is a bit slanting. And there was a tap of water there. Then he said, John, you can just rest on this chair whilst you are now washing your head. And he also didn't even say, do you opt for cold water or it's warm water? But he actually gave me that warm water. And there was a lady there. So the lady started washing my hair and washing my head. After washing my head, I was given a little bit of massage. And after that massage, and they took white towels, cleaned my hair. I went back to the barber. The barber had removed all the remaining hair which was on my clothes, and he used a blower. I was super clean, and deodorants, a lot of things which I actually put on my head, and I was smelling good and I was looking fresh. Then let's come to the price now. The price was $10. They said it's $10. And here, probably when you're in Zim, the average price is $3. Some guys charge $5, but this was $10. But to me, to be honest, I felt like these guys were supposed to even charge $50 or $100. And that gives me to say, why is the guy who is he probably doing his he's got a barber shop in high density areas in Glenville, Budidiro, he's charging probably 50 cents. He's probably charging $1. But if you notice the service now, if you look at whatever you'll be actually using, the chair is actually probably hard. The chair is not comfortable, and they are never going even to put you a deodorant. Even if they leave hair on your head, you cannot complain. Even also probably if they are going to do anything on you, you're not going to complain. The barber is dressed probably in a funny way, smelling sweat. So this is the kind of scenario. This is what is differentiates prices. You look at the barber, and I have probably talked in length about in Zambia, and the guy who is probably local, who doesn't care about, even in same Zambia, there are also barber shops which are, they're very bad looking. The people they're dressed bad. And this is what now gives me this platform to say, how can you actually fight price? I've also noticed even in my speaking engagement, because I'm a speaker. So people, they say, Jerry, want you to speak. So I've noticed that most of the times when you say probably my rate card, hourly, if you want me in Harare, I charge you 750 bucks. If probably you want me outside Harare, it's $1,000 per hour. People are like, you're too expensive. So I've told my manager to say, I even told him, I said, we're not going to be negotiating on price. What we should be pushing on is pushing on how we can actually build the value. So what I noticed is when you also increase your prices, you start also attracting right customers. So I have told myself to say, I would rather charge right prices or more money instead of charging probably $100, $200. You attract wrong clientele. So my advice is, if right now probably you're facing challenges with your customer in terms of them failing to pay more, check on your services. Check on how you can build value. What I'm saying is, how can you aid on your value proposition? How can you actually probably change the way you're doing things? Probably everyone else is doing this, but you as a qualified salesperson, a person who wants to increase their price, look at the value. How can you actually increase value? How can you add more? How can you be that, like that barber who is in what? Who is in Zambia? So price is a conversation which you're going to make with the customer when value is lacking. So I want to encourage you, don't hesitate to increase your prices. Actually, people, they want to buy expensive items. Just look at it right now. If that lady probably she's going to buy pizza, pizza is expensive. You've bought pizza for $19. It's mega pizza. If you notice, most of the people, they don't finish their pizza in their pizza shop. Pizza is usually finished at home. And do you know the secret? Let me tell you, they don't want to bring food at home. But the secret is they want to tell everyone at home. And they also want to tell everyone they are going to meet that today we are eating expensive food. And also notice, if you buy something from, even if you buy with big joggers, sneakers in an expensive shop, you don't usually dispose the box. Because why you're saying it reminds you that when you bought your Nike shoe, it was very expensive. That plastic bag, probably even here in Zimbabwe, you buy your clothes in Edgar's. That plastic bag, which is going to say Edgar's, you're so proud and you're like, yes, at least I've bought something which is expensive. So I want to say to you guys, it's all about being cheap. If you're fighting to be cheap, I tell you, there's no way you're going to compete in terms of the price. Competing on price is race to the bottom. End of the day, there'll be someone who's going to be cheaper than you. So the best compete on value. How are you going to add your value? How are you going to be unique? I'll tell you, all my services, even in the company which you run, even hiring me as a person, I'll tell you I'll never come cheap. Because why? If you come cheap, that's why I'll be working on my value, bringing you podcast, posting on my social media, doing all these kind of researches. What I'm adding value, reading books, etc. I'll be looking for value. So when I'm now charging you, investing in studios, investing in cameras, etc. All this is about building value. So I want to tell you, my brother, my sister, if you are running a business, don't focus on being the lowest in terms of price. Instead, focus on actually building value, and you see how your business can actually transform. So this is what I had for you this today, and I want to tell you, don't focus too much on price. Focus on how you're going to increase your value and to attract right customers. And probably sometimes your target market right now is actually wrong for the product which you are supplying. So be the premium brand, be the rock star in your industry. So until next time, guys, it's bye-bye for now. And remember, guys, please help us. I know that about 80% of the people who watch this podcast are not subscribing and they're not liking. Help us by actually liking and subscribe so that we can get more content. We can also bring guests to our podcast. Thank you so much. Until next time, it's Nyazungu out.